What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from Player Essence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today, we've got a bunch of great announcements as far as new games for the Nintendo Switch, in addition to the Nintendo Switch kind of dominating in Japan with the Japanese media create sales figures. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the Ikaruga inspired shoot 'em up, Idol Hero, is coming to the Nintendo Switch, featuring 9 stages, interactive elements, and more. So Artax Games is bringing Idol Hero, its upcoming shoot 'em up, announced for PC in May, to the Nintendo Switch, the company has announced. Now, the Nintendo Switch version will launch simultaneously with the PC version in Q1 2018. Idol Hero is a pixel art old school shoot 'em up featuring 9 levels and interactive elements that take Ikaruga's color change mechanic to a new level with an interesting twist on puzzles. And guys, this is the main reason why I'm really reporting on this and why I want to play this, because Ikaruga is one of my favorite games as far as shoot 'em ups of all time. So here's an overview of the game via Artax Games. So the story: year 2306, a century after the Nyagu taught mankind how to obtain electricity from their inner energy, enterprises started to exploit humans and farms to produce energy. What had formerly been a gift became a curse, reducing people to the condition of power supplies. Only when his mother dies in one of these farms, Idol realizes he has got the power to change the order of things. Here are the features: color polarity system similar to other classic shoot 'em ups such as Ikaruga, a twist to puzzles with interactive elements within the levels such as color zones and reflectant surfaces, compelling story to be unveiled through 9 different worlds, 10 types of enemies with more than 100 different behaviors, 3 final bosses to defeat in the vein of classic arcades, special skills to unlock and use strategically. And you guys can check out the teaser trailer from back in May as far as the PC version goes, but they were able to get this turned around pretty quickly if they announced it back in May, and it's going to be releasing as well pretty soon here. So awesome stuff as far as Ikaruga goes. That is one of the best old school shoot 'em ups ever. If you have not gotten a chance to play Ikaruga, I think it originally came out like arcades and like Dreamcast or stuff like that. It's been released on multiple systems at this point, but it is so good. And basically what you do is that whatever bullets come like blue color or whatever, like your ship, if it's blue, you absorb it. But if it's like a red color or the orange color, you have to switch back and forth in order to absorb the bullets, and like you have to shoot all at that. So it has the mechanic of switching, shooting, and there's bullets everywhere as far as them coming all at you from all over the place. You have to just continually switch and shoot, switch and shoot. So it's an interesting and fun game. It's really hardcore as far as the difficulty goes, and if this game can actually take it to the next level when it comes to Ikaruga, I'm like happy and like excited, but then again terrified, because that game was really difficult. So we'll see what happens here. I'm glad the Nintendo Switch is getting smaller and bigger games alike, and I am definitely down for more shoot-ups, especially if they're trying to go for more of what an Ikaruga style is. Then sign me up for that. So what do you guys think about this brand new game, Idol Hero, coming to the Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into another brand new announcement for the Nintendo Switch, Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Overdrive is coming on December 7th. The Switch version to include all the downloadable content as well, so we're getting a deluxe version of the game. So 5PB is bringing side-scrolling beat-em-up Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Overdrive to Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo eShop worldwide on December 7th, the company has announced. It will cost 1,000 yen in Japan, so it is very cheap. The Nintendo Switch version will include all the downloadable content released for other platforms, including playable characters Kurisu Makasi from the Steins Gate, and a bunch of other people as well. So 4-player local multiplayer for co-op mode and Battlegrounds mode will be available at launch, and online multiplayer will be added in early 2018. So pretty cool there. This is an old school beat 'em up with some online multiplayer. I definitely like that. The game will support Japanese voiceovers and Japanese, English, French, Italian, Spanish, German, simplified Chinese, and Russian text. Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds is now available for the PlayStation 4, PS Vita, PC, and Xbox 360, but of course you guys know that Nintendo Switch version I think will probably trump all of these. You get all the downloadable content. On top of that, you can actually take it on the go, so it can be like the PS Vita version, then you can also play it on your TV, so it can be like the PS4, PC, or Xbox 360 version. So it's really cool that this game is going to be coming over to the Nintendo Switch. The more titles that we can get on the system, the better, and I definitely want to see more old school beat 'em ups come to the Switch. Switch. I mean, we talked about the Ikaruga inspired game just recently. That's awesome. Love to see the old school stuff coming over. And Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Overdrive seems to be just like that as far as the games back in the day, man, when you're playing Final Fight and stuff like that. There's a bunch of characters on screen, got some co-op on there, there's going to be some online, so I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be pretty cheap. It's only 1,000 yen in Japan, so it's definitely going to be really cheap as far as the worldwide release. So what do you guys think about Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Overdrive? Have you played it on any of the other systems? Are you looking forward to the game as far as the Nintendo Switch goes? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last article here, we've got the Media Create sales charts for November 6th, 2017 through November 12th, 2017, and Nintendo kind of completely overshadowed the Xbox One X launch in Japan. The Switch kind of bopped it like always. Obviously, this is Japan. This is not the US or the UK or anything like that, but we do got some information as far as new releases, Sonic Forces, and other things like that. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. And shout outs to Gamatsu for the article. So the PlayStation 4 release of Need for Speed Payback was the top-selling new release in Japan last week, with 20,964 units sold, according to the latest Media Create sales figures. Now, also new, Sonic Forces sold 5,938 units on the PlayStation 4 and 4,686 units on the Nintendo Switch, for a total of 10,624 initial sales. 5 PVs, new visual novel, opened up at 5,846 sales on the PlayStation 4 and 4,595 sales on the PS Vita, for a total of 10,441 copies sold. DJ Max Respect for the PlayStation 4 launched at 4,376 sales as well. Koei Tecmo launched a trio of Nintendo Switch ports as well, including Dynasty Warriors 7 Empire, Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada, and Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, neither charted in the top 20 because they're very old and have been ported to at least 8 different systems. On the hardware side, the Nintendo Switch was a top system, selling nearly 80,000 with 79,958 units. That is up 15,000 from last week, 64,387 units. The PlayStation 4 family sold 26,058 units, and the Nintendo 3DS family sold 19,369 units. Now, going over to the software, because this is very interesting as far as the titles go. People were talking about, at least some were like, oh, Call of Duty was the #1 game. It knocked off Mario. Well, it's right back down below Mario. So the #1 game as far as Super Mario Odyssey, that sold 73,315 units. Very good for Super Mario Odyssey. That is over 652,000 units sold. It's probably going to break 1 million either by the very end of the year, or it's going to break 1 million by early 2018. So shout outs there. Super Mario Odyssey is doing very well. Now, if you move down, Splatoon 2 was actually #3, which is really good as well, with 23,130 units. That game is so crazy in Japan. Over 1.3 million units sold now. Just broke that 1.3 million mark, so really good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, evergreen titles, once again at #5 with 14,027 units, and it's nearing 1 million units with 802,472 units. Now, moving down just a bit, Style Savvy still selling okay, almost approaching 50,000 units there. The game just launched recently. And then also the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That game sold another 5,498 units, and that's pretty much what it sells every single week, just right around that amount, for 634,850 units total in Japan. So really good there. And then also, if you move down just a little bit more, Pokken Tournament DX is holding up pretty strong, I would say, for this type of game, re-release of the Wii U version. That sold another 3,862 units for a total of 115,691 units. Really good, seeing why Bandai Namco really wants to support the Switch, or they kind of said, oh, it's a shame, we made a mistake. Yeah, because people are actually buying Switch games. And also to the hardware, like I talked about as far as Xbox One X, that debuted at the #8 spot. The Nintendo Switch sold more, PlayStation 4 sold more, new Nintendo 2DS XL sold more, new Nintendo 3DS sold more, PlayStation 4 Pro, PlayStation Vita, and the 2DS all sold more than the Xbox One X, which sold 1,344 units in its debut week. So not very good. The Nintendo Switch once again is dominating, pretty much tripling up on any other system, just about, a little bit less, but almost tripling up on systems out there when it comes to the PlayStation 4. Definitely tripling up almost on the Nintendo 3DS when it comes to things. Nintendo Switch is not going to slow down at all. Nintendo's trying to get some more stock into there, and I think that's why the reports of the whole 25 to 30 million next year are true, because there are still lottery lines, there are still people that are waiting, and you've got Xenoblade Chronicles and Resident Evil launching very soon here. As far as Japan goes, Nintendo needs to do whatever they can to get some more units in there, because they can sell more than 79,000, although that's really good. 79,000 even in the heyday of the Nintendo 3DS. That would be the debut sometimes that you would see for like Monster Hunter, games like that. That would actually have that type of push for the 3DS. And the 3DS recently outsold the PS2 as far as unit sales go in Japan. So if you're selling 80,000 plus a week in Japan, that is very good, considering the debut for the Xbox One X in the UK was like 80,000. Nintendo Switch is doing that in Japan pretty much weekly, and that's on the lower end. Sometimes we'll see 100,000 plus as far as weekly sales numbers go. So if you're hitting that number, that's really good for Nintendo. Continue that momentum, and we're going to continue to see the games come up, because this is what happens, guys. The more units you get out there, the more chances you get more third-party games on your system, especially with how hyped the Nintendo Switch is. People are really loving the system. You want it to sell as much as possible, and more developers will be enticed to make games for the system. That's how it's always worked, and that's how it's going to continue to work for the Nintendo Switch going forward. So what do you guys think about the sales numbers here for the Nintendo Switch? When it comes to Zelda, we have Super Mario Odyssey, all of the games. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube Live sponsorship page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to cool emotes if you sponsor us that you can use in the live stream, in addition to Discord voice chat and live stream tournaments that you can play live with us on air. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.